He came up and he gave me a cuddle and he just says, I can't do it anymore. I can't, it's not good enough.
You know something? It's no often.
And nobody's more hurt than me. I'm a fan. I was here in 1982 when we bought 6,000 Dawn spans. When I was down here, I'm just like everyone and I deserve the pelters.
Welcome to A Pint and Two Shots, coming to you from the G4 podcast studio, with part-time pundit and average actor Stephen Purden, and bringing a wealth of knowledge and questionable patter, it's our no-nonsense dafty Chris Toll. Completing our front three, it's the man himself, all the way from the tap end of Stevenson, it's Grado!
Welcome to A Pint and Two Shots. It's a podcast. It's a football podcast. We're live here at the G4 Claim Studios in Wishaw. Wee Bob, wee toe, and the champ. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
You sent it.
I didn't want to leave that at two hellos there. You might have started singing.
Nah, no us, mate. No us.
No, that's can't do things like that. It's 2023.
Fair dues.
How are we, boys?
I'm good, mate. I'm getting there. How are you?
We're recording on a Tuesday.
It's Tuesday?
This is unheard of.
I'm just scared that we end up talking about potential signings and stuff like that, and something happens on deadline day.
That would be funny though, because it is deadline day today.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's Jim White yellow tie day.
I know.
I
forgot my yellow tie.
And I said this.
Remember this time last year?
Aaron Ramsey.
Getting chased by
Remember you went to Ibrox and never admitted it was you and says, "Welcome, Aaron."
Have you ever been to one of the things? Like
I went to Robbie Keane.
Did you?
That's the only time I've ever done it.
I went.
What about us going for loan signings? Pair of dicks.
I never went. I never went for a loan signing. I went on the day that Rangers went into administration.
Oh,
because it was Valentine.
You were going out with Steph and you.
No, it was Kerry at the time, and I went.
And you had to stop the motor.
We're going on the train to Glasgow, and I get the text Rangers about administration. We were going out for something to eat, and I went.
But were you checking?
We need to get off here.
Were you checking the club shop? See if there was a sale on. Get some AC/DC clobber.
By the way, that's what I have got. That I've bought my trackie, AC/DC trackie. It's coming.
Wow. A trackie.
Name
me two of their albums.
I wait hell and back in black.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
Guaranteed, right? That'll sit in the wrapper it comes in for at least 5 years.
No, I see. If you're not wearing it on, wearing it on next week's show, I'll be devastated.
It won't be delivered, Brian.
Well, I know
that's Castor. They'll probably have sent it to fucking Azerbaijan or something.
I know. So I bought that on Saturday night.
The way Castor Robert man will probably turn up with Metallica on it or something.
But see that day when I went up
DCAD.
See that day when up Tybrooks, I remember seeing the guy that had the famous clip. Mm-hmm. The big house must stay open. Mm-hmm. I remember standing next to Jerry McCulloch and all.
He'd love that.
Well, but he wasn't working at Celtic TV at the time. This was before all that. And I was going, "You Jerry McCulloch," and he got kind of feared as if to say, "Don't out me," kind of here.
Aye.
I never ever went to any other kind of place.
I went to Robbie Keane, and it was the most pointless shit I've ever been in my life.
No, I tell a lie. I went with my brother when Gerrard got unveiled.
Did you?
And Ewan Cameron was going down pestering.
He got in the stadium.
He was right.
A camera team with him.
Phobic you and Cameron, you're a wanker. He was loving it.
I don't mean to interrupt you here, but Ewan and I have already spoke about this on the podcast.
Oh, did you? Sorry.
Okay.
So, if you would have listened, you would have known.
No, we didn't listen that week.
Nah, I'm not busy, mate. What were we doing that week? That was
panel. That was when panel started, aye. Mm-hmm. By the way, I still see a bit of Steven Gerrard in you.
A lot more people have been saying that recently.
It's if Gerrard lost his job and started hitting the burger van.
I know. There's somebody else I get tagged in. I know. Was there no some kind of rugby player? MD that's fat.
Okay, it's no very
you get tagged in things all the time. Babe Ruth. Have you ever seen the picture of Babe Ruth?
You do like a bit like Babe Ruth, man. You do.
Who do you get, Vern?
Me? I don't get Vern anyway. Yous are going to laugh at us, right? But see my mate thinks I look like Ice Cube.
Ice Cube?
Aye.
A Ice Cube or the actual rapper?
The rapper.
Ice Cube. You want a recipe?
What about you? Do you get any lookalikes?
The only person I ever got mistaken for was Jamie Quinn.
Jamie Quinn?
That was it.
But we've got Ben here that's the fucking double of Lewis Capaldi.
He does look Lewis Capaldi.
Jamie's the double of...
I think Jamie's his own man.
Aye, Jamie's just...
But he does look a bit like Martin Fowler for EastEnders. You don't think so? Wee bit.
With a little jacket?
The second Martin Fowler, not the one they know. There's been about 10 Martin Fowlers, isn't there?
Oh, I'm thinking of Mark Fowler.
Aye. Oh, no.
Mark Fowler with a leather jacket and the motorbike.
In the HIV.
Yeah.
Aye, not him.
Oh, aye.
That was a good storyline.
That was a good Get out of my pap! You ever seen that video?
No.
Right, I don't know. You'll need to look it up, just look it up.
Right, what?
I can't tell you, it's that grim.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
a
it?
mad EastEnders thing, but they've put a song to it.
Oh, come on.
I'll send it to you, it's funny as hell.
It's 2023, Told, come on.
Aye, alright, fuck's
We'll
sake.
try to keep this podcast going.
It's 2023, that means that everything that happened pre-2020 doesn't exist.
It's offensive, it is, you're right.
It's not offensive.
It is.
He just wants his world back.
No, but hang me.
It's Tuesday. How's your weekends? Was your weekends good?
Weekend.
I done nothing. Highlight was I made a chicken casserole in a slow cooker. That was about the best it. Quite nice.
Nice.
That was good. It was fairly easy to do. I've still got a wee bit in the fridge. And then
Why don't you just fire it in and leave it for 7
no,
hours
you
or something?
can fry off the chicken thighs, the onions, a bit of garlic, wee bit of plain
Chicken
flour.
thigh, that's a wee bit more flavour than a
There
breast.
is more
There is.
flavour in a thigh. You're right there. And because obviously the fat and the juices and stuff like that.
Yeah, thigh or a breast man, Steve.
I like thighs.
Aye, thighs are good, especially in curries and stuff like that, and casseroles. And then it falls off the bone in it.
You just look at it the wrong way and it falls apart.
No, that's it.
And then right at the tail end, I put in a wee bit of double cream and
Chickens haven't got
parmesan.
tails, mate. Chickens haven't got tails.
Right at the tail end, you said.
Sorry, fucking hell. Grado's not on the ball.
Nah. What'd you do at the weekend? You were wrestling, weren't you?
I went swimming for the first time in about fucking...
The time capsule?
Aye.
Were you alright this time?
Yeah, aye.
Remember the last time you were there, you said
Good on
What
you.
happened?
you nearly get drunk.
Oh, that's when I was a wee guy.
Aye.
I'm still a wee guy, but that's when I was a young
Was
guy.
everything alright, but?
Aye, yes, that woman's still barred from
That's
the
good.
You still get the big bucket that...
Aye, mate.
What about the big ancient man? There's a big ancient man in there when you're going through the tunnel. And it's like,
Oh, aye, the caveman.
Is that still there?
I don't know, we were just in the ordinary pool. It was me and Keane, we were just farting about
Are
wrestling.
you alluding to big pool, eh?
It's literally a child's pool, Grado.
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 You
Boom,
can't-
boom, boom. Let me hear you say Grado.
You're a dirty bastard farting about in the pool.
Well,
You're a
listen,
dirty
at
bastard.
least I
Shocking.
didn't piss in it.
Aye.
Know what I mean?
That's good you go out and do stuff like that. That's good.
Aye.
That's good you get to do things like that.
Aye, listen, take your way into the swimming.
I'd love to be able to do that. I need
take
to
you
get the
into
courage.
swimming. Do you know what you're taking
I've
into
never
swimming?
done it yet.
Have you not?
No, I've not done it
it's
yet.
brilliant.
Oh, mate.
I've not even been to a soft play or nothing like that. There's a swing at the end of the road and I sometimes
Yeah, have you ever met your Wayne?
Sometimes just shove on the pram, go to the end of the road.
Just on at the top of the hill and Stephanie stands at the bottom, I stand at the top. That's our shows. But anyway, I went there and then on Saturday, I went out and had a few beers with my mates and watched the Royal Rumble.
And then last night you were away for a sunbed. What a week, man.
Last night, yesterday afternoon, I went for a sunbed and then I had wrestling. Last night.
So what's
the rest of us is Sunday?
Oh, fuck, aye.
This is Tuesday.
Jesus, man.
You went to sunbed on Monday, but you went to wrestling on
Sorry,
Sunday.
aye, I had wrestling on Sunday, then I went to sunbeds yesterday.
So what came on you to go in the sunbed, was it?
Mate, do you know what? I'm not going to lie, and who was it that brought up to us earlier on? The woman at Jack's.
Oh, she said last week you looked dead.
Aye, she said you looked dead last week, and I was like, do you know what? I came right off a night shift, and I was absolutely glacial. And I seen myself on the podcast, and I thought, got to get a bit of colour in about the jowls.
Aye.
You feel a lot better about yourself once you come out of the
You do, you feel it. Do you know what it's like?
Oh, you got it for about 3 minutes, I bet you.
No. Because I hadn't been for ages, I had to go for 6 minutes. But I'd usually build up to 9 and then go on for 9. Come out looking like your fucking chicken casserole.
Would you get in the scud?
Aye.
Do you?
Oh, I got to get the sun out.
Cover your bobby up with soak?
No. There's no sock big enough, my man. Need to get one of the
You don't cover up your wee tootle?
No, mate.
Yeah, a football
That's
soap.
easily burnt, mate.
Christmas stocking.
You don't cover that up?
What? No, my belly covers it.
Is that not a bit dangerous? But
I don't go on the beds, I go on the stands.
Oh, right.
So, like...
Because it's hard to pull the thing with down, isn't it? When you lie on the bed.
Do you know what, mate? I've never really been on the bed, so I don't know, but...
I love it.
I've never thought of that. That would be a bastard for me.
I love that it's a football podcast or something. No, but it's hard to pull.
So anyway, lads,
do you not cover up your tootle?
natural progression here. Are you still watching Love Island?
Aye.
Absolutely not. Are you watching it?
Aye.
I've not watched it at all.
I like it, man. I like it.
And this series I've been totally not into at all.
We were
man.
away at the weekend, but it's not on this Saturday anyway, so we caught up, watched it again last Sunday. in last night. Aye, mate, I'm right into it, man.
Do you know what? I've came across a programme that you would like.
What is it?
It's called Something to Do with the Navy on a Warship, right? And it's
What a name for a programme.
This week on Something About the Navy and a Warship.
right.
Last time.
On Something About the
Today we
Navy and a Warship.
And it's,
Something to do with the Navy.
and it's a kind of fly on the ball type
Oh, like a documentary?
scenario, right? And they're out in the Mediterranean, and you're getting to see when Russia come out with their helicopters and what they do and all the tactics and stuff like that. But they balance out by following the chef down the stair, because he's not looking at the tap. He doesn't know what's going on. He's not got WhatsApp. He's not got fuck all.
Your guy
So
could
isn't
go up
it?
to serve lunch and they could all be dead.
That's what you basically say.
Pirates could have took all the shit, man.
Because
Hey, I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
I was talking about this morning. I was actually meant to join the Navy.
Are you?
Oh, here we go,
I got
man.
a start date. I got a start date when I was 18
Team
years
what?
What?
Team what?
A weapons engineer.
Oh, aye.
Right.
Seriously?
I did. I got a start date, and I was 4 pound overweight. I failed the test. Right. But they obviously said
Don't let you go in the fucking sauna for 20 minutes?
no. Well, they said we'll give you a month to drop this 4 pound. In the meantime, then I started full time with the council as a model apprentice youth worker. So I've always kind of had that in the back of my what.
You were an apprentice youth worker.
Apprentice youth worker, aye, with young Scott. And see, I always
Who the
wondered.
fuck's young Scott?
I don't know.
Young Scott kids.
I know, mate.
I was the same. I was young Scott.
And I always kind of wondered if.
Scott for the panel.
I always kind of wondered.
I was thinking Scott Reed. No, the wrestler.
All right.
I always kind of wondered if that was a mistake that I never went to the Navy.
Really? I'm glad you never.
But I went to a kind of spooky one in a couple of weeks after that happened, because there was
And the boat you were meant to be on got bombed?
No.
The day that you were meant to start?
No, this
That would have been a turn up for the book.
a medium. She had says to me, she pointed to me and went, "You were meant to join the Navy." And I went, "You're right. I failed the test." And she went, "That was a mistake. You should have went to the Navy."
Really?
And then she also said, "I've got Wilhelmina here," and she agrees.
Who's Wilhelmina?
That's what I thought. I was, the fuck's Wilhelmina? I was like, "No, I don't know any Wilhelminas."
Is it King Billy?
No. I went home and I told my mum, I says, "Mum, the spooky woman told me that."
I love that.
She said that it was a big mistake. I never went to Navy, and Wilhelmina agrees. And she went, "That was my gran.
Gran?
Her gran was called Wilhelmina."
Gran?
Jeez,
Isn't that mad,
that's
isn't it?
weird.
I know.
The thing that got me the most there is you've never been in a medium for years.
I knew. See, when he said that, I knew you were going to say that. At the Navy? Captain Grado.
Captain Grado. There you go.
My wee brother was meant to be in the Navy and ripped his horn open and failed the test. and all.
Seriously?
Aye. Because he ripped his horn open. He's playing football, climbed a fence 2 days before his medical. Climbed a fence,
shit.
ripped it right open, had to get the nerves damaged and all that, so he couldn't get a job.
There you go. Any other jobs that we were meant to do when we were young?
No, just kind of touching back on the Love Island thing and all that. But,
Doubling
no,
back.
because, I mean, I didn't even go to the game at the weekend because I was sitting in a spa at 3 o'clock. You know what I mean? Everything's just went pure Pete Tong in my life, innit?
I don't know, man. I'm getting roasted for fucking...
You got to sunbeds.
I'm going to sunbeds. He's missing the football.
Well, my missus had booked it because we've been doing partners, so she'd booked it
Right,
with my
okay,
mate. So
fair enough.
it was why they ones. Me and my mate Tam are sitting in the spa, went in, put our robes on, went in and sat in the sauna. I'm like, it's 3 o'clock, man. How are we not again?
I was thinking about it. Well, Raiders and St Johnson, but
I know, it's not a bad one to miss, is it?
no.
I know what you mean. I know what
Aye.
you mean. Oh, cool. No else. I went to the doctors for my eyes. I went to the hospital for
Oh,
my
I want to
eyes.
hear about this.
Right, now, what they need to do is they need to fit solid contact lenses over my pupils, right? Now, the lassie put them in, she's like, if they're irritating you, let me know and I'll put some anaesthetic in. So I'm not getting anaesthetic in my eyes.
Sack
Fire it.
that.
Come on, do it! Get it in there.
You didn't take it, the thing with
No,
to make it.
let me tell you, right?
Was it a buzz off it, no?
So she put the stuff, the contact lenses into my eyes. What happens is, see, when I was telling you that my pupil's going into a point and that's why I need these. They put them over the pupil and then your tears fill it in and make a new lens over your eye. It's like futuristic shit, right? So she's put it in and my eyes really started to get irritated, like really bad, and to the point where I was doing that and kicking my feet and all that. See that? Pure,
This is make me wild him watch Clockwork Orange.
So I went, listen, you're going to need to put the anaesthetic in my eyes, right?
I'm tapping.
So she put the anaesthetic in my eyes. You have no idea that you can feel your eyes until you can't feel your eyes anymore.
I can't deal with this.
I felt as if I had two big voids. Honestly.
Could you see?
I could see perfectly fine. All it does is it like numbs the nerve endings. And honest to God, man, it was one of the most uncomfortable fucking things.
Anybody goes to touch my eyes, they're getting a broken jaw.
We'll have to go
Honestly.
back at the end of February to get a fitting for my actual prescription. And I turned around to Sammy and I went like, I'm no kidding on when I say this. I'm considering getting the surgery instead of having to wear them all the time. It's so uncomfortable, man. I'll be able to see perfectly, but at what cost, lads? At what cost? What would you do?
I would go with the lenses.
Is it laser surgery that you're trying to get?
No, they need to, like, they would have to inject my eyes, right? Needles right into my eyeballs, right? And then cut off the lens and replace it. Sew it up. Sew my eyeball up.
But what's the other?
The other option's the contact lenses.
Get the contacts.
I'm hoping that if I get them, I'll get used to them.
You will.
Do you know what I mean? Over time, but
It's one of the most important things. You need to look after your eyes.
I know. I can't. By the way, me and Stephen were on the way here the day, right? And there was an advert for a bowl of pasta, and I went, that big chips and curry sauce looks good.
What it was a big plate of chips and curry sauce? That's a plate of pasta.
I mean, is your eyesight?
Oh, mate, it's terrible. Honestly, it's so bad. Like, it's getting to the point where folk are waving to me and I don't know who they are, and I'm waving and I've got no idea who I've waved to or anything like that. Seeing people in the street and all that, I can't make out their face because it's
I think that's how everybody in Coatbridge comes and chaps their door and runs away. These guys, you know.
Like, the guy with the dodgy eyes. The guy with the dodgy eyes.
Go and chap dodgy eyes' door.
Crazy eyes killer. Crazy eyes killer.
Hey, are you my Caucasian? Are you my Caucasian? Aye, but it's. Do you know what? It's a horrible situation.
Do you know what? But told good luck to you.
I mean, I've told you before when I had iritis, didn't you?
Aye.
And that was like that's like that was so painful, so painful. I can't imagine any other sort of eye injury because there's nothing you can do.
Don't get me wrong. This isn't sore. It's no sore. My eyes get a wee bit irritated, like when I'm out and it's windy. But my eyes run a wee bit. But other than that, it's no sore. It doesn't give me any pain. It's just what annoys me. Grado, I like to play the PlayStation with Cian.
Is that right, Chris?
And see when I'm hungry. See when I'm playing it now. It's guesswork some of the time. Honestly,
Your arse.
I'm not kidding.
That's how you're at it because Keane's pumping you at it.
No,
He's beating Keane gone. I mean, and I can't even see. I can't even see what I'm doing.
You've been beat off a guy with one eye. You might be taller than me now, but I can still beat you at FIFA with one eye. You know what I mean?
Any medical?
No, it's just made me think about Love Island again. Because there's a boy Ron in it.
He's got bad eyes.
The boy Ron's got a
No,
bad...
there is somebody else.
He can't see out his left eye because he gets smacked that hard in the eye with the ball when he was playing football.
That's right.
And he's blind
That was
in one eye.
Sergio Perini.
No, that was
Marco
Marco
Negri.
Negri.
That was a thing ball. Was it not a squash ball?
Squash.
Oh, imagine that squash ball. in the eye.
Football. Talk about football. Do you want to talk about football?
Aye, I like to talk about football.
So we're back here in the pod. We're talking a little bit of footy. What's happening?
Fury.
Well, it's transfer deadline day today.
Oh.
It's not the same, is it?
Ever since Jim White hung his yellow tie up, it's not been the same for me.
Or when you hear like Southampton bidding £28 million for a player, or 26, should I say? You're like, what's the? Do you know what I mean? What's the point? I mean,
Rahman's at the airport now.
Oh, hope no. Who he came up with fucking last year? That was. Remember that?
Standing in way of the fucking runway.
That was this day last year.
So it was.
I know.
So it was. It was a year ago today.
Aaron Ramsey. What a journey he went on for
It
Rangers.
was
Man.
fucking brilliant. I loved it.
It was when for you. It just became a big.
It was horrible.
It was. Do you know, as excited as you were for the signing, and as much as I thought he's going to be fucking outstanding, there was always that lingering injury issue. Now, he hardly played for these.
No.
And when he did play, he was alright. He played well for the first 5 minutes against us and then disappeared. Do you know what I mean? And then the crowning glory, his fucking stay, misses a penalty that loses you the Europa League final.
Aye, we know it all.
What a signing.
No, did he not play a game? And who was it he played in the Scottish Cup?
Alloa.
Something like that. Was it not? Yeah, it was a great game that day.
Aye, he played
Shit
well.
hot, man.
Me and you would get 6 out of 10 against Alloa.
Aye, but Ramsey got a 7.
True.
I know.
No, but I think we'll get Raskin. I think he'll sign the day.
Raskin.
Raskin.
He's have signed the other guy,
Todd Cantwell
as well. How was he in his debut?
He looked alright.
I was in a spa.
You never saw it, didn't you? I watched it. He looked alright. I mean, he's not played for November, so he's obviously not going to be sharp.
A good ball to Kamara for the goal.
Aye, I'm quite excited about Cantwell, to be honest with you. But it's one of the ones that likes like what's his name? Raskin. Raskin. Why? So what's the story? Tell me, Bob. Why would they be hung out to dry if he stays at Liège?
Because he's fell out with Ronnie Dyler.
All right.
That's his manager. He's fell out with
He's
him.
signing for you just to piss Ronnie off. I'll show you.
He's refusing to play for the team now because he wants a move.
Right.
That sounds exactly like the sort of player you want in your dressing room.
Aye. That kind of attitude.
Well, player power in it, man. They want to go.
I hate it, man.
Justin.
Just want to bring you some more story I mentioned for you about 5 minutes ago. This is Nicholas Raskin, the Standard Liège midfielder, arriving a few minutes ago at the Rangers training ground to complete his debut.
I follow this
You
now.
may have heard.
Played against us for Standard Liège.
Is he good?
Probably the best player I've
Very,
ever saw.
very, very handy. You can't sit and say, we've never heard of Raskin. Have you ever heard of Kyogo? Hatake?
But have you ever seen him playing, Raskin?
Aye, he played against us for Standard Liège 2 years ago.
And what was his performance like?
Not as good as Performance Tyres. Because Performance Tyres have got the widest range of tyres for all your needs. They have 3 branches, Ayr, Carmunnock and Anniesland. And they've got tyres at low prices. They've got a professional tyre fitting service. And all the branches have got up-to-the-minute equipment to fit your tyres. And they're going to take care of your precious alloy wheels. They've got wheel balancing and accurate wheel alignment systems. And they stock all the major brands for cars, 4x4s, light trucks and vans. And they supply all-season tyres, winter tyres, and they run flat tyres for all of the seasons. Please check your local branch. And as I was saying before, the brands that they cover, great. Yokohama,
Lassa,
Hankook,
Pirelli,
Goodyear,
and they specialise in
Lassa again.
Lassa again. So please check your local branch, as not other branches carry out the same services, but you can find out more information at performancetyres.net. Performance Tyres is where Raskin will go if he's needing a new tyre when he's playing in Glasgow.
As soon as they say they want to go, that's it.
Well, so look at the Brighton fella.
Aye. Sayedo.
Aye. Just putting his Instagram.
Trossard as well. Trossard as well.
Aye.
And
But that's what I'm saying. But it's like, how depressing is it when you're having to compete with these English teams that just...
mate, we couldn't compete with championship teams
No,
money-wise.
we couldn't.
Did Bournemouth not just put a bid in for somebody like 20 odd million or something? How can Bournemouth...
Do you want me to tell you how they can do it, Stevie?
That's got to be a nice wee segue for you.
Right? Because Sky TV money and BT Sport money for them is so far ahead of what we've got, right, Grado? I felt BT done a good job.
They did a
with
very
Scottish,
good job.
with Scottish football, right?
They did.
But we've went for the money. They've went for the better money deal. Now they've not looked at the big picture. There's a full card of games on the night, and there is not one game on the telly. Right? Rangers versus Hearts at Tynecastle is one of our showpiece matches. Right?
Blood and thunder.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? The crowd are in Tapie. It's a place that's not easy to go. You always get not always, but you sometimes get a shock result. The Rangers haven't lost in a long time there. I don't think they've got a pretty good record.
2019 maybe.
But regardless,
3-0 wasn't all like 3. Oh, there was that game, but I'm talking about when we lost a lot of steam. It was Gerrard's first season. I think we played him in January. Anyway.
So, me and Stevie were talking about this in the way in, right? See, the sooner Scottish football gets to a Netflix subscription model and they're making their own money. Now, we spoke about this, didn't we?
Oh, we've spoken about it all the time.
Now, think about this, but think about this, right? You buy a season ticket, which means you get live access to all your team's home games. Right? If you want the away games, you've got to buy an away season ticket. Now, you say if they tour a tenner a month, right, and the amount of people that would subscribe, could you imagine the money that would be coming into Scottish football? Now, we're stuck in the dark ages, you know. You've got the English Premiership going on to Amazon, which I think is where it's going to end up.
It's very good
Right,
on Amazon.
I think it's going to end up there, right, once this Sky deal's over. Why are we not looking at, even if we have to set up our own sort of network. There would be teething problems.
You've got a season
like
ticket, I was saying as well. You buy your season ticket, right? Your actual season ticket where you go and watch Rangers at Ibrox, you get a discount on it as well. You get a discount if you want to take the away season booking off. Can you imagine the money that would generate in Scottish football?
Right, and another thing as well, your season tickets get you access to your team. I can watch all the Celtic games, home and away, but if I want to watch the Edinburgh Derby, I need to pay a $5.
A one-off payment.
I mean, I don't even think it needs to be as difficult as that. Right? It's just £20. You pay, you get access to everything, and because I mean, £20. Think of the shite that you've got on subscription for a month. It's like,
mate, £20 a Chinese or an Indian or a kebab or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
I've got New Japan Pro Wrestling. Exactly. I mean, I pay $7.99 a month for it. I'm like, I don't know how to cancel it. I watch it once a year, the January show, and then that's it. I pay about £70 a year.
£10 a month for WWE, and the only time I watch it's the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
Aye.
Essentially, I'm paying £120 a year.
Can you imagine Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, Hearts, Hibs? Imagine the money that would generate for the clubs.
But then it's and then on sign up you put in what team you support, and then that goes with who the
exactly
where it goes to.
Team
and that's what I was saying to him. Imagine Rangers and Celtic neck, right? We win at Ibrox at home to St Johnstone the Saturday. Celtic are away to fucking Tynecastle the next day. You're in there one-half payment to see how they go on in their game. You can do that.
I mean, like you pay a £5 to watch that game, right? Then that £5 is split between Hearts and Celtic, right? So like, if somebody's coming in and watching a neutral, the funds get split between the two teams. Whereas if I've got a Celtic away season ticket, I get to watch all of them. The money still goes to Celtic even though it's away. Right,
but it's a season ticket.
Aye, but it's a season ticket. Same way the home games. But for the games, like Stevie's saying, if you're a neutral, like say Celtic are neck and neck, and it's the last day of the season, or a couple of fixtures to go, Rangers beat Aberdeen, Celtic are away to Motherwell or whatever, you're going to pay that £5 to watch that game. You know what I mean? Even if you're getting your mates round, right, a £5 between a few years. The team.
You keep recycling, you just take the telly by now and that's it.
Exactly.
Aye.
It's all connected, isn't it? But we're stuck into a deal for the next 5 years or something. They signed it up for.
That's
absolutely brutal, man.
It's typical
blind. Scottish tin pot bullshit.
Do you know what it is? It's Neil fucking Doncaster, mate.
We've got no ambition. There's just no.
We're happy to be. We're happy just to be the dregs.
That's it.
That's what we are, man.
They're offering us money.
Aye, we better take it.
Aye, but if they...
But why don't we sit around a table and explore other options? No, just take the money.
Aye, exactly. Do you want to know why? Because see, when that gets signed, their dividends get into their pocket.
Aye.
They don't give a fuck.
No, they don't.
They'll get their bonus.
Exactly.
How's Neil Doncaster still in that job? It's incredible.
I don't know, man.
Remember the year he wanted to play the two semi-finals the same day?
He did play them. He did play them in the
Did it not get changed?
No, he played at half 12 and then half 5.
Oh my God, it's embarrassing.
Remember?
Oh, it's like actually it's embarrassing.
Honest to God, man, so bad.
No, but who you's got tomorrow night?
Livingston. So hopefully Martindale will be shouting and balling at half time again when we're a few goals up. Do you know what I mean? But
he was raging. He was a bit peeved at that, wasn't he?
I saw that. It must have been somebody just outside the door. I think he did say that.
Who was it we're playing against?
He says that it's a Stenhouse, somebody for Stenhouse.
He said he's very disappointed in Stenhouse Muir. It's why he wants, but he's got to be seen to be saying that. But he'll think it's funny or not.
They could have been recording that across the road in the McDonald's.
Aye, how loud
he was, exactly.
How do you think Celtic will go tomorrow night?
I thought that we would have struggled at
the weekend. That's kind of by now, this Livingston kind of is your team, innit?
No, but we're at home.
Parkhead,
we're at home. But I think we used to be fear to Livy away, but we're alright. Ange sorted that out for us, but I think...
what did you do, Ange, to sort that out?
I thought
well, mate, we just got our ass together, know what I'm saying? Can't do it anymore. I feel can't do it anymore. See, the only time I've ever been to date is when he told me to do it, and I've never been able to do it since.
Okay, it was good. It was good while it lasted.
10 seconds, it?
No, but I thought we'd have struggled at the weekend there, and we did for a large portion of the game, but we managed to get the win. I thought we would have dropped points at the weekend, so I know there's going to be some point soon where we drop points.
Think so?
But I don't think it'll be tomorrow night.
Nah, it won't be tomorrow night. Would you think it was tomorrow night?
I don't know.
It's quite a bit of game.
Hearts, it's always a difficult place to go to, innit?
It's why they want you kind of... Me and my mate Tam have talked about it at the weekend. You know what to expect, right? And I don't know how many times you sit there and you know Hearts are going to come out, can fit to the flare, full throttle, right at you. and I can just see it coming. Let's see it, Kelly. See last week, that was embarrassing. See, after 5-10 minutes, you're going, what are we doing? What are we doing? You see, I think they had about 6 corners in succession in the first 2 minutes, and then they finally scored for
You
one.
don't start well, don't you?
No, we
Start
don't.
at all,
We
man.
don't. We really don't.
How many games
away from
this
him, we don't
season?
start well. We really have the amount of games where we go behind.
That's what I was going to say there. How many times have you went behind? But that shows character that he's coming back and he's losing games.
That's
you know
what I
mean?
was going to get to. But apart from that, his record now is unbelievable. He's had some start as the Rangers.
He's got the exact same record as Ange since he came in.
What did you think of the scenarios at the weekend with the VAR and all that? Did you see the Willie Collins stuff? Did you see them?
What do you think of that? The penalty that never get given as a goalie.
What one's that? The Celtic and Dundee United.
Goalkeepers union.
I felt so obviously goalies are overprotected, but I honestly watched it about 3 or 4 times and I was just 50-50, but it's not a penalty. It's a 50-50, but not a penalty. Did you think it was a penalty?
I've only seen it once and
seen them given.
I'm maybe seeing it through Celtic tinted glasses, but I think he fucking bodies Kyogo, man.
But you're not going to remember Kyogo's only about 8 stone as well.
Aye, but he's still a fucking footballer. It doesn't matter what weight you are.
But and also the rules, it's like no, I get that. But also, you can't touch the goalie. You cannot yourself now. You can't touch them.
True.
That's what the rules are. I just didn't look at that and go, "That's a stone waller." If it was given, you would.
I've seen them given.
Seen them given, but you also you
We
could watch
got one like that
and-
against
aye.
Betis last season. So we did. But
What about Ryan Jack? I mean, that was well a penalty to Johnson, man. Special
so
shout
funny,
out to
man.
Mark Reynolds.
That was funny,
Aye.
man. That was hilarious.
I was literally sitting at the kitchen table yesterday. I watched that interview live and I was like, what the hell is he talking about? But he's a really nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
He's a really nice guy.
he's definitely been a shite bag that time. But
That's what I thought, man. Archie Oxford, fucking...
Shite bag.
see that interview, Reynolds? Shite bag.
That wasn't spunk, son. That was shite bag.
But see the Nicky Clark sending off. To me, I felt see if that was a Ryan Porteous.
Mate, I think that's a red card.
I thought it was a red card, and I actually. When I watched back the Ryan Jack thing, you wouldn't be moaning at that either if that was a red card. But what was bizarre about it was you're watching the game, Tone. I don't know if you probably never saw live, but it was the weirdest thing ever, mate, Toe, because I don't know if he booked something right away, but it comes up on the screen, red card, foul play, and Colm just gives a red card, so he doesn't even go to look at the screen.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah.
That's Willie Collum. He doesn't need to see anything. He gives penalties and shit. When he's not looking.
But I'll give Colm his due because he's now the first referee to then, because basically he never overturned. So that happens, then the jack tackle happens. Now, VAR then say red cards, check for red card. Thing with Colm goes out and he goes, no red card. So I think he's like the first ever referee in Scotland to see something and
no give the decision.
By the way, I think it's a fucking Stonewall red card. The Ryan Jack one. I really do, man.
When you see it...
Put it this way, see if it's on a Rangers player.
No,
you're screaming for a red.
I'm trying to no date through the statistics, but I'm trying to look at it and go, it's a bit reckless.
The only thing is, the Kelly player and him are both going at some speed. The Kelly player gets
so
there
is the
first.
St Johnson player.
Sorry, St Johnson, aye. But anyway, it's still reckless and
it is reckless.
It's a bad challenge. I think it's a red, but I also think that the Motherwell player should have been sent off.
I think it was a penalty, St Johnson, but
it's definitely a free kick in one direction. I'm not sure.
No, but it's one of the ones I'm looking at it tonight going, the very slim hopes that we've got, tomorrow night's a big night. Because Celtic will take. I'm not saying we've not. No, I mean I'm saying 9 points. I think the league's done. I said that weeks ago, but tomorrow night could be when it's actually cemented. Where you go,
there's nobody else.
Aye. Well, the night before we get to the tomorrow night's fixtures, we've got Hibs and Ross County. Now you picked Ross County as your jailers for the weekend.
Bankers,
there,
yep.
Spot on, got it right.
I got nearly everyone right last week.
Yep, Hibs. You know what I mean? They've come off an absolutely fucking thumping result against Aberdeen.
I don't even spoke about Godwin yet.
I know, we'll talk about him in a wee second. But 5-0 against Hearts, 6-0 against Hibs. Right, Hibs now go on to Ross County off the back of that result. What do you reckon? Do you think Hibs are on a wee bit of a bounce, or I think they'll be brought right back down to earth?
I think they'll be brought right back to earth
because Dingwall,
Ross County have signed Brophy,
who's scored already.
Exactly.
And he got one loan for Sevilla, didn't he?
Yep, and he had a great record when he was at Kilmarnock. Never really kept on at St Mirren, but St Johnstone Ross County have now replaced Regan Charles Cook with another proven goal scorer. So I think Ross County could bounce on for here, and I think they'll beat Hibs tonight.
I think
I could see it a draw.
Did you watch any of the Hibs and Aberdeen game? I had to turn it
I
over.
only seen the bit where Goodwin ran away before the bus got there.
Wee poly bag running across it.
Jumping out the back door, literally out the back door.
All the electric boards and all that. But then did you see the Aberdeen chairman as well? He was literally greeting on the screen going,
he came up and he gave me a cuddle and he just says, I can't do it anymore. I can't, it's not good enough.
Do you know something? It's no often.
And nobody's more hurt than me. I'm a fan. I was here in 1982 and we keep with me about 6,000 Dons fans. When I was down here, I'm just like everyone and I deserve the pelters. That's what he was going on.
I feel sorry for him. Is that Dave Cormack?
That's your new impression.
Dear Dave Cormack.
Here, Grado, do your hands. No, fuck that. Here is Dave Cormack.
I mean, they players
Right, do you
totally gave up. I mean, see by the end, they totally gave up.
Who was it that said fuck being in the trenches with him?
I mean, honestly, see the bit when this bit gets clean through and one of the defenders was just lying in the part as if to say, well, fuck this, there's nothing else to do. What's the point of getting up?
Do you know what I kept thinking when I seen this bit running through and goal? I just kept thinking, see if that's Morelos, he'd miss.
I was thinking that as well. Do you know, that's funny how you said
because
that.
See when he gets time to run through?
When he's got time, he makes an answer.
Because I'm watching it going, how are we not going for this bit? And I see him running through and goal, I'm like, Morelos is missing that.
Oh, man.
But it was funny listening to Aberdeen. I sent you a video with the Red TV and the commentator on it. He was going, don't pay the players this week. Just don't pay them. I mean, I get there's going to be issues here with the contracts and that, but I wouldn't pay them this week.
Dear Dave Cormack.
That was. Dave Cormack does the commentary on Aberdeen TV. Here's one. Do you think he's jumped ship because the next game is Aberdeen at home to St Mirren? And it could have been St Mirren.
No, I reckon it was.
That would have been poetic.
I reckon it was a lot today. We getting beat 1-0 after Arvo, then fucking 6-0 against Hibs.
12 goals in the last 3 games. That's a shocker, isn't it, man? It really is. For a club the size of Aberdeen.
You keep saying that.
What? Scottish was roughed in at the same time.
Kelly, Grado. Kelly versus Dundee United tomorrow night.
Kelly, they're struggling as well. Kelly are struggling.
They really are. They're sitting, I think they're actually bottom. No, I was just seeing how far behind they are. Right.
I'll see if Bennett gave us the notes.
However, get this.
Oh, I can't wait to play with beginning.
Get this, lads.
What?
The bottom 4 teams are all on 20 points.
Wow.
Give me the bottom 4 now. Who are they?
But it's
see if you can guess them.
Bottom 4, right?
Right, I've already gave you Kilmarnock. Right,
Motherwell, Kilmarnock, Ross County, and I'm going to say
Are Hibs down there?
St Mirren.
No, St Mirren are up there.
Dundee United.
Bam.
So they're all on 20 points.
Aberdeen were like a couple of points off fourth just like 2 weeks ago. It's crazy the way that league's working.
Aberdeen are in 7th place with 29 points.
Aye.
The thing is, 1 win gets them up to 4th. So
how hard is that for Aberdeen to get 1 win? Come on, that's been a bit of fuck. Come on,
especially with Big Godwin. Aye, and the other game that we've got tomorrow night is Motherwell versus St Johnstone at Fir Park. So it's Motherwell could make ground up. St Johnstone are 4 ahead of them. You know.
See what I mean, Sky? But you're missing that one.
Really? By the way, you're right. You're right.
I get it. It's interesting.
The EFL Cup, and they're going right now. You're putting the big fixtures for Scotland on.
What's the EFL Cup? What is that? The League Cup?
That's the League Cup in England. Man U in the semi-final against Forest.
Nottingham Forest, Newcastle versus Southampton.
It's going to be a Man U Newcastle final.
Who gives a fuck?
I know.
You know what I mean?
I kind of care about Man U.
I know, but do you really? But
aye,
I know you like Man U.
I do like them.
So I care. One game now, I think she's up here, Man U fan.
He's got a Cristiano Ronaldo tattoo.
3, mate. 3.
By the way, I've been to more Partick Thistle games.
You've been to more Albion Rovers games?
I used to have a season ticket.
I know you did, that's what I said. You've been to more.
Know how much it cost me?
£20.
Tenner.
That's Scottish football.
I know.
It's lovely.
I would pay a tenner for an Albion Rovers online season ticket.
I wouldn't.
That's no, but think about it. That's another thing. Add in all the leagues.
Aye.
No,
Add
you're
in
right.
all the leagues. You know what I
Neil
mean?
Doncaster.
If you're listening,
Get it. Fucking sorted.
we want a skull.
We want a skull.
And the Netflix.
Bring on the skull.
Netflix. Think.
Net. Back of the net. Flicks.
Takers.
Takers.
Net takers.
Net takers.
SPFL net takers.
Aye,
It writes itself.
Aye.
welcome back to the show. It's now time to play Who's That, What's That?
Who's that, what's that?
Now, this time is obviously there's been a certain less amount of days for the last time we've done the podcast.
A certain less amount of days, Stephen.
So I've had a couple of football players where I've messaged them saying, can you say the clue? And they'll go, aye mate, no bother.
But they don't get back to you.
And I'm like, well, fucking do it. Right?
I know who it is. Scott Arfield.
No.
It's transfer deadline day, mate.
Well, that's true. That is a very good shout. So
It wasn't yesterday when he asked them, but
you're right. I have a couple of voice notes and they're going to tell you a wee thing about themselves, and you guys have to guess who the player on the WhatsApp is. Roll Ben, the first Who's That WhatsApp. Amazing. Why not, sir? Oh shit.
That was Penny Stevely.
You maybe need to move that along a
Penny
bit.
Stevely.
Sorry, I made an arse of this, I think, a wee bit.
That's funny.
Move it along a wee bit, I think. You got it now? Right, okay, cookies. Right, roll that first. Who's that? What's that?
I have an SPL winners medal. I have played for Ross County twice. My favourite animal is a tiger.
Ewan Henderson.
No.
Played for Ross County twice. Liam Oak. No, he played once.
I got it right away.
Played for Ross County. Played for Ross County twice. I have an
SPL winners medal.
Just count, it's the same
Play
thing.
it again.
I have an SPL winners medal. I have played for Ross County twice. My favourite animal is a tiger.
Is a tiger a clue?
No, but
He's played for Hull.
as
hasn't
soon as he said that his favourite animal was a tiger, I had to reply and go, do you know what? I knew you were going to say a tiger.
He's got an SPFL. He's got an SPL winners medal, so he's played for either. I know.
Greg Docherty.
No, he's played for Rangers, and he's your woman's boyfriend. What's his name? He's on the sports scene.
Oh, it's Stephen Thompson.
No, the one that played for Rangers, right back, came for Aberdeen on loan. What's his name?
Came for Aberdeen.
Aye.
Right back, came for Aberdeen.
Richard.
Ricky Foster.
Bob gets it.
Fuck off, man! Fuck off! No way!
So you said that, I knew the voice, man. Ricky Foster.
That's funny.
I thought I was pure on the ball there, man. After you digging me earlier on.
You got the answer for me.
You did. Oh, you played it right into his horns.
Cheers, Tove.
Right, who's this next this kind of is going to go down a wee bit downhill here. Here's the second one.
66 league appearances for Motherwell. I played at Sheffield Wednesday, and for all intents and purposes, that is a penalty.
Oh, it's Mark Reynolds.
Damn it. Shite bag.
Right, this third voice note WhatsApp, this is on loan for the Go Radio Breakfast Show.
All right. Crofty.
Right, we wait there because it's funny because on Monday morning I come up with the game. I says, missed your voice note Monday. And Crofty's like, I do listen to the podcast, mate. You've not come up with this. You're just trying to transfer your game for the podcast to the radio. So it's today with celebrities on the breakfast show on Monday, right? However, I thought this one's too good for yous not to have a game unless he's he's listening on Monday morning.
I wasn't.
Mate, I was sleeping. Come on,
Right,
I
okay.
do not.
He's definitely won it.
So this
I don't want
is courtesy of Go Radio Breakfast Show.
Aye.
Let's do it.
What a team.
I won a competition 10 years ago. Some say I'm the face of Scottish football, and I'm very tall.
Ryland.
Ryan
Who
Clark.
got that?
Ryan Clark.
Come on, he said the full name. He said the full name.
Hey, and Bob wins this week.
Another whitewash for Purdon. Who's that? What's up?
Bring your fucking riddles back. Bring your riddles back, Grado.
I love this.
Isn't it impressed that I managed to get
That
Ryan?
was good.
That's
that was
amazing,
good.
mate.
That
I
was good.
swear to God, right? So see how on Sunday night I sent him a DM and I went, how you doing, mate? I goes, big fan, all that, carry on.
They
Says,
get back to you, but didn't they, right away?
right away, right?
Wait a minute, did he win the X Factor?
No, he won Celebrity Big Brother.
Celebrity Big Bro.
So he did.
But he sent me the voice note right away, right? So I'm sitting on the couch with Steph and he sent me it and I went, and I went, oh, cheers for that, Riley, mate. That's brand new, mate. I goes, I really, really appreciate that. Anyway, take care of the best. Steph is going, who the fuck are you talking? You talking to Ryland? She goes, are you talking to Ryland? I was like, I'm on
He was like, Steph, right, pause that a minute. Aye, cheers, Ryland, bud. I appreciate that, mate. All the best, bud.
I'll tell you this now. See if we managed to get him on the show. I think I'd be quite starstruck.
Aye,
with
so
Ryland.
would I.
Well, I was all nervous when I was voice noting him back and stuff. I was all
You get
shaky.
nervous when you voice note fucking Dallas. Never mind Ryland.
How good's that? That was good, wasn't it?
That was
that was good.
unbelievable. Brilliant.
That was another great round.
But what I'm going to tell you right now is it's all downhill for here.
Aye.
Ryland Clark.
How we going to talk that, man?
I know, I can.
Thanks very much to Go Radio for letting us use that clip.
Yes, Go Radio Breakfast can hear it from 6 till 9.
6 till 10.
6 till 10.
6 till 10.
Weekdays.
Yep. Just shout into your Alexa, launch Go Radio.
There you go. I'm needing a haircut, and the first thing I'm going to do this week is head to Mr. Blonde the Barbers in Merchant City. He's been cutting my hair for nigh on 10 years, a decade of destruction. He is the man. Oh, good haircuts, but as in he's...
No, I know.
Aye.
I know.
We've
Because it's a disaster now. Needs cut.
It does need cut.
I can't
But
slag anything. I'm not slagging people's hair.
in the Merchant City, you need to get yourself a long...
I will.
So, if you ever want your beard trimmed, get your body down there. You've got your own barber. But listen, it's a place in the middle of town. You can go there, you can have a wee beer, you can have a wee cup of tea. The banter's good. He's got barbers that are so talented, the best barbers in the country. He's won awards. Have a look at his social media, Mr. Blonde UK on Instagram, and you can see all the amazing haircuts that he manages to put together. Shades, fades, perms, the lot. You want it done at your head, you go to him and you get it done.
There you go. You heard it here first. If you want to look like Grado, go to Mr. Blonde.
And we thank you we thank him very much. We thank him very much for sponsoring the show.
Thank you, Mr. Blonde.
What's his name again?
His
Raph.
name's Raf.
Raph.
And he's cool as a cat.
He is cool. Man.
He's really, really cool.
You need to be cool to have a name like Raph, wouldn't you? You get away with that, you need to be cool.
And do you know what? Do you know whose hair he was spicing up the other day? Anton for Love Island. He kind of goes there, so he cuts
He was on the Go Radio Breakfast show a few weeks ago.
He was, so he was.
Is he back to kicking a ball? Is he back half a bench, Anton?
Anton.
Here, Anton
Daniluk.
Aye, hang me up.
Anton
Daniluk. He was, he had a fitness place up in Caldercrooks for
We're not promoting his company here, sorry.
It's Mr. Blonde.
Mr. Blonde.
Aye, Mr. Blonde, the Merchant City, Wilson Street. You can get in for a wee rolling sausage with black pudding and tomato sauce. That's what I do at the Wilson Street Pantry next door to it.
Listen, we're not advertising the Wilson Street Pantry.
Right.
I know.
So, Mr. Blonde, we're advertising you.
Thank you for being a sponsor.
This show, this podcast, this whole building is sponsored by none other than G4 Claims.
Make 100% of your claims, G4 Claims. If you've had an accident and it's not been your fault, and some idiot ran into the back of you, get in touch with G4 Claims at 01698
767
172.
That's 01698
767
172.
Not at fault claims.
Made easy. This is 100% of your claims. G4 Claims.
G4 Claims.
Welcome to Grado's Bum Bag, and this is part of the show where you can send in anyone and we'll discuss your woes, or your dramas.
I've got a woe.
Oh.
It should be called Grado's Fanny Pack.
Please welcome Grado's Fanny Pack.
Because it's full of questions for fannies.
There we go.
There we go.
Right, we'll take a hang here.
Here we go. Drum roll. Here we go.
Back in 2018, I gave my mum a lift to Stafford for a funeral and dropped the wife off in the Lake District to see her dad on the way down. Driving back to the Lake District that night, it started snowing heavily. I ended up stuck in a line of cars not moving, and I was bursting for a shite. Luckily, there was a row of around 4 houses just by us, so I grabbed my 4-year-old son out his car seat and chapped the door, asking if my son could use our toilet.
That's great thinking.
A lovely old couple answered the door and were more than accommodating in letting him, but really me, use our toilet. Instant relief, but it wasn't the best of smells, and it was huge. Wiped, flushed again, and this massive toilet was still there. Got my son, left the house saying thank you, and not making any eye contact with the old couple, and went back to the car where thankfully we were able to start our drive again. Sometimes I think about that. Why would you...
Well,
why do you not just take the side of the road?
Joby, but I couldn't do it.
No, I just think we've got all these things that you can tell us about your life.
You want to talk about shite?
It's always about shite.
I know, mate. Do you know, see when you mentioned that I needed a shite, I was like, oh, are we going down this
All I
road
could
again?
think about was Big Innes, if he still game. Like when he said it wouldn't flush.
Big pint of Guinness.
Aye. Did they leave a name?
Did they need to climb off it?
It's anonymous.
Did they need to climb off it?
I don't know if it was as big as that.
Oh, by the way, I'll tell you something. Doesn't mention if it's a woman or a man either.
I know.
Oh, do you know what? It's funny you say that because see how sometimes.
We're not going to start
Well,
analysing
you're right.
jobbies, are we?
No,
But sometimes I hear. See, when I was in the workplace, sometimes the stories you would hear about the women's toilet was
Mate,
a hell of a lot worse.
I'll tell you this, you know.
There was stuff like going about there was a shite in the bin. You think in a woman's toilet, and you go, "What? Who's staying a shite in the bin?"
I'll tell you this,
Like,
right? See if you have in the pub,
Aye.
I can totally attest to the fact that women's toilets are worse than men's.
It's bizarre, that.
It's unbelievable, and they all come out all dolled up and all that. You're like, look at them. You could probably eat your dinner off that toilet pan.
See, getting away from jobbies and all that, I think what we should take for this story is the goodwill of some people.
Being taken advantage of by phantom shiters.
Aye.
And do you think it would have made a difference if he did say that he needed a toilet?
Aye.
He can go for a shite, but you'll know.
Aye.
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 I think so. You use the commode at the back.
Aye.
We'll pick up another one.
Aye, he's a non-shite related one.
It's potluck though, isn't it?
It is. It's the aim of the game.
Aim of the game. Here we go.
Short and sweet, this one. Hello, boys. Hope you're well. I have a question for Grado. As I was speaking to my papa, and he told me that Grado based his River City character on my papa, as he was out drinking once with my papa's friend, and he was telling him all about my papa, and then Grado bumped into my papa at the airport. Not sure if this was correct, but wanted to know. Have a great day. Slight. I didn't base my character on this guy, but
First of all, who is the guy?
right. So
No, wait, because that gives away the anonymity.
no, it doesn't matter. So the guy.
All right.
So Adam Shame, who's a wrestler, has always told me that he knows a guy at the airport. I don't know if it's his dad's pal or whatever, and he's called Buster.
Right.
And so when River City took me on, they said, it's basically going to be Grado, but we can't use Grado. Can you give us a name? And I went on a notepad and started listening names. I think I've still got it. It was like Dusty, Rocky, kind of all these one-worded ones. And I went, the guy for the airport, Buster. I'm going to pick Buster. Buster's good. Forgetting that I didn't know there was a Buster on Mrs. Brown's Boys. There's one on EastEnders as well. But I went with Buster. And I always said to Shamer, by the way, I took that name for the guy at the airport. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I was at the airport when I was going down to London, and the guy was at the security bit, and he went, how you doing, mate? He goes, you can Adam Shaman. I went, are you Buster? I'm Buster. That's how I got my name in River City.
Brilliant.
So it's a true story then?
I don't remember going out drinking with the guy. Maybe I did go out drinking with the guy, but it was a nice wee story
May
for
have been
the
the
day.
dark days, mate.
Did you hear about that? Probably would have been the dark days.
Can I read one?
Aye.
Can I read one?
Will you be able to see it?
Aye. We were out doing an all-nighter in the local drinking spot as teenagers and thought it would be fun to take magic mushrooms as a group for a laugh. I ended up thinking my wally had become invisible as I couldn't see it as I was peeing outside. In a panic, I ran back to the group with my trousers round my ankles, still peeing, asked my mates if they had saw my willy anywhere and that I had lost it. My best man made sure everyone heard this story at my wedding.
Brilliant.
That is
Did you see my Wally?
Boys, anybody see my Wally?
Fucking hell.
Davey's lost his Wally.
That's quite grim, isn't it? That's grim.
Imagine the panic button looking down and your willy not being there. Why is it toilet related again?
That is. But hold on, I'll read this one because somebody
See,
sent
you're
me this.
copying Stephen now.
Sorry, somebody sent me this, right? Right, hold on. Right, where is it?
You ever tried mushrooms? Cool.
Mate, it could be the best drug in the world and I wouldn't touch it because it's a mushroom.
Hey, hold on.
And because I'm against drugs. Mushroom tea?
Right, Jordan Thompson, we know Jordan, he did the thing with Barry Ferguson, blah, blah, blah. Right, so when I played for West Calder Juniors years ago, we had a physio called Patty. He was a wee bastard.
I like him with a bit of cracker.
He was a wee bastard who would put Raljecks on your towel, cut your socks up, etc. He was always doing pranks. In our squad was a guy called Scotty Mitchell. Scotty equally loved a prank. Patty had his own plumbing business. Scotty phoned him off his wife's phone and claimed to be an old man looking for a boiler replacement in Dunfermline, which is a 50-minute drive from us. He gave him an address he found online. Patty drove away over to Dunfermline to price this up and was greeted with sheer confusion when he chapped the door and was greeted by an old woman who hadn't a clue who he was. Paddy phoned the number he had and got through to Scotty's wife, who told him it was a wind-up. Then 3 months later, Scotty's heating packed in, so he phoned Paddy to help. Paddy went to the house armed with a 35-pound block of brie cheese. He stuck it on Scotty's heating pipe. Scotty's wife had folk in fumigating the house because of the smell. Eventually, Paddy came clean and told him what he'd done. Then they called a truce for no more pranks. Absolutely class, by the way. What a team that was.
That's a topper, isn't it, man?
A block of brie. Brie is humming
I know, mate.
No even Galloway Hardy bits.
Can you imagine them knowing, right, they've got a problem? I know what I'm going to do.
Is that not when they make blue cheese dressing it, brie?
No, it's blue cheese.
Is brie no blue cheese?
No, blue cheese isn't. Brie's brie.
Okay.
No, it's brie.
Thanks for sorting that out for me.
But you don't want brie in your fucking pipes.
Brie's right soft. It's kind of soft, but that's like tossing a big shite in your gob tea.
Oh, man.
Or tossing a big shite in your pipe.
Aye. That's getting the brie's with the golden jury, the fish hanging in it.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Jeez,
But lads, that was the first instalment of this week's Grado's Fanny Pack.
Email it in the description and the link, and then you can send the email, and we'll catch you next week.
Right, guys, it's came to that point.
It's now the end of the show. What you guys get up to this week?
This week, well, Ricky Gervais tonight, Rangers game tomorrow night, chill. Friday night, I am going to my friend Hayley Fitzpatrick, who I quote, has to listen to this podcast every week.
Brilliant.
Because of her. Man, John, who's a big fan of the show, it is Hayley's 40th birthday party. You met Hayley outside the Pavilion Theatre. Right down the barrel. Wish Hayley a happy 40th.
Hayley, happy 40th birthday, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic night.
You for Coatbridge?
Aye, she's got Bridge, man.
Are you always Hayley Fitzpatrick?
Huh? No.
No, I wonder if I know Hayley. She's the same age as me, so...
Oh, you might be there.
Maybe
Wait, is you too?
Maybe
40, aren't you?
Remember you were at my 40th a couple of months ago?
By the way, can I just say something? Can I just add this in here?
Can I just say something?
Can I just say something here?
Can I just say something here?
It's Alan McGregor's 41st birthday today, right?
So it is.
Happy 41st birthday, right, to Alan McGregor. But here's the interesting fact. He was born on the exact same day
that Rangers signed Aaron Ramsey.
Aye, that. But the very exact same day, like when he was born, as in when he was born, the exact same day as Justin Timberlake.
Was it
Gemma Collins.
So happy birthday, Hayley. We hope you have a great day.
Grado has absolutely hijacked your lovely announcement there.
Gemma Collins and Justin Timberlake and Alan McGregor came into the world in the same day.
And you know what would be really impressive? If it was all at Bellshill Maternity.
And coming soon, we are going to be selling Pint and 2 Shots merchandise. We've got hoodies on the way, so look out for them. They'll be on sale with the Pint and 2 Shots socials very shortly.
They will also be limited edition.
Edition.
So check on the website.
First come, first served. The website will be launching within the next few days. And I'll tell you what, the quality of this gear is second to none.
Yes, it is top clobber. So keep your eyes peeled for an announcement about that very soon.
You'll see that on pintand2shots.co.uk.
So that brings us to the end of the show. So remember to like, subscribe, share. It's at Pint 2 Shots Pods on all the social medias. I'll put it down there just now. But like, subscribe and share and get the numbers up.
Is it going to be right there?
Get subscribed.
Press that subscribe button. I think it's there.
No, it's about here.
Is it there?
Ring the bell.
I can't reach it.
It must be about here. Just get subscribed.
But also,
even if it is, push that button.
There's the email address. I think that's there.
That might be up here.
That's there.
Aye. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Oh, look, there's a flying dildo.